Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle from Learn Reiki Philadelphia. I'm so glad you're here with me this morning. If you are new here, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you are watching this on the replay, know that you're guaranteed just as fun and healing a time as if you were here live. If you would like to join me live, you can see all of the days and times that I'm regularly here in the description box below. You can also find information there about my online Reiki classes, social media, Discord, crystal shop, and everything else you might need. If you are here live with us today, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to make any requests towards your healing that you like. They can be specific or general. You can, if you'd like, request a crystal or crystals to support that, or you can let me pick them for you. We'll start by building a beautiful crystal grid to support the healing for each and every one of you by request. And we'll do that for the first half hour, 40 minutes. Then after a brief explanation of what Reiki is, a little of how it works, I will transition into sending Reiki to you whenever and wherever you happen to be. So welcome in. I'm going to go ahead and take a peek into the chat. We're already giving each other good mornings and hellos and checking in with each other. So let's dive right in and start building this crystal grid. Okay, hello. Let's see. So we've already got our crystal grid out, the basics of it. I have some copper out as usual to help get the energy flowing, break up any blockages. I've got a couple of crystals that we've been using regularly already set up. I am doing well. So glad to see everybody cheering each other on. Oh, hey, welcome in for Meetup. So far we've got Korakar, Brindley, Susan, Grace, JRM, good morning. Welcome over from Meetup for sure. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Yeah. Oh, Greg's hip surgery is tomorrow. Okay, I thought he already had it. Okay. So yeah, definitely lots of love to Greg. Okay, welcome back in. It's good to see you, Emily. Good to see you. Oh, I'm sorry you've got stuff going on. Yeah, absolutely. And Vincent, welcome in. Okay, let's get started on our grid. So Susan and Greg, we have been working on supporting you in the background. So I've already got us started with some herkimer and some lapis. Herkimer is going to help us with our manifestations, specifically with Greg finding a literary agent. Herkimer is excellent for calling in the version of whatever we're manifesting that is most in aligned with our spiritual highest good and the highest good of everyone else as well. So we're going to bring that in. This is also a wonderful stone for just harmonizing discord. So the energy that we're under right now will be in it for the next 7 months or so. It's Mars in Gemini, and it's just, it's just a lot. A lot of folks are going to be really quick to anger. There could be a lot of sort of terseness and discomfort that comes out as interpersonal upset. So this is going to help kind of calm the feathers there too a little bit. Lapis is going to be helpful for so many things. Lapis in particular can be very helpful when it comes to inflammation. It's inflammation, focus. It's also quality of character. If you have any intentions towards growing your how you relate to people. So honesty, integrity, those kinds of qualities. If you're looking to work with new folks, this is a good energy to kind of start off with. It's also excellent for things like vertigo and helps with disorganization. So if you're looking to live a more organized life, or you're trying to declutter or anything, and I know as we go into the change of seasons, that's kind of something we tend to do. Lapis can help with all of those things. So this is great for inflammation for Susan and for organization for Vincent, which has been something we've been working with. So let's go ahead and bring these in. Let's see. I'll do those here. Fantastic. JRM, your name is Julia. Welcome in, Julia. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get everybody's healing request in. I just want to scroll back a little bit. So glad to hear, Korakar, that your mom is doing better. Energy for getting healthier for Grace. Yep, let's do that. Rutilated quartz, absolutely. Rutilated quartz helps. I mean, it's an amazing, like, all-purpose stone. If you're a Reiki practitioner and you're looking to start working with crystals, this is one to add to your kit. It does a lot. Not only does it help sort of balance the mind and body and bring a sense of, it can help support that kind of clarity sense. This is also a great stone for bringing up our energy stores so that we can overcome or recover from illness and injury. Anytime we've been sick and we just feel like our energy is zapped, this can be really helpful. Rutilated quartz also helps to, as it's clear quartz with these rutils going through it, which can be either like sort of a goldish hue or a silvery kind of gunmetal hue. The concept is that they direct the healing exactly where it needs to go. So we'll bring this in support of Grace feeling better, getting her energy back. Okay. Thank you for being here, Grace. I think I missed one from Korakar that was up earlier. Did I? Nope, I didn't. Okay. So Julia had intentions for mental health and physical pain as you've been going through a harsh time. I'm sorry to hear that. We are here to be supportive. So let's see. Mental health and physical pain. There's definitely some good ones for that. Definitely green calcite comes to mind. When we have things that are going on mentally, emotionally, that are like showing up in the physical, because I mean, even in Western medicine, they see depression causes physical pain disorders cause depression, and like that seems to make perfect sense to everyone on every level. I mean, green calcite can be one of the stones that we can reach for when we're looking for that balance, when there's physical pain, that's especially if it's stemming from or worsened by mental health issues or even just emotional overwhelm. So green calcite helps with anxiety. It helps relieve tension in the body, especially like the kind of tension we get when we're really stressed out, really upset, and we kind of hold our body a little bit more tight and terse. This can help release that. It also helps just in general calm, ease anxiety. It can also be helpful for just in general nervousness. So whether it's truly anxiety or you're just sort of nervous at either an upcoming event or upcoming concern, if you're nervous at the thoughts of things you need to do in the future, like for folks who are, say, nervous of flying and that's coming up soon and that's showing up as like physical discomfort, green calcite can be helpful. So let's bring in some green calcite. Additionally, calcites are calcium, so it can be helpful for things involving bones and teeth, and why not support the health of that too? I work with calcite a lot because I have bone density issues and I tend towards anxiety, so this is a stone that I work with quite a bit. So I hope that's helpful. Feel free to make another request if you'd like. And welcome in. Welcome in for sure. Let's see also. I feel like bloodstone is called for here too. And I'm just getting sort of a feeling on it. Hey, heart, welcome in. Good to see you. Let's see. Getting ahead of myself. Bloodstone is also another great stone that helps with emotional well-being. It's sort of the stone of emotional stuff hits the fan, if you know what I mean. It helps to deeply heal the heart while also helping the root chakra ground a little bit. So the heart chakra has to do with all of our emotional energy, anything that you would think the emotional heart to be. In addition, the root chakra is the fight or flight, fear or safety, basic needs kind of energy right there. Anytime that we feel like the emotional rug has been ripped out from under us and it's just sort of emotional disarray, this can be really helpful to allow us to feel grounded and connected to getting our basic needs met. It helps when we're so emotionally overwrought that we're not even able to move forward, having difficulty making decisions, that sort of energy. It's definitely an emotional stuff hits the fan stone for sure. So it's also good at stamina, including physical stamina, so emotional and physical stamina. So this can help grace a little bit. We've also got it helps to relieve self-doubt, and it's often used for folks who struggle with quieting their mind during meditation. So we're going to bring in some bloodstone too. Bloodstone also goes by the name heliotrope. So in case you're looking it up and not finding it, you can try to look it up under heliotrope. There we go. That's a common one that we use here. It's another stone that does so much. So let's see. I hope things get better for you, Julia. Okay, so Korakar, here we go. Citrine, smoky quartz, labradorite, rainbow moonstone. You got it. Smoky quartz. Rainbow moonstone and citrine. Rainbow moonstone is connection to divine feminine energy, also intuition, connectedness with the lunar cycles. It's very much, if you're a tarot reader, think the high priestess, that kind of energy. This is a stone that can be excellent for opening up our intuitive channels for things like mediumship, and getting messages for other folks. So I know lots of professional tarot readers and different intuitives and psychics that work with rainbow moonstone to help them connect in that spiritual way and to have a really supportive, healthy, grounded approach to their psychic readings and things. So we're going to go ahead and bring rainbow moonstone here. Rainbow moonstone is essentially white labradorite, which brings us to labradorite. Labradorite is another stone that, as it's related to moonstone, can be very helpful for intuition, but it also helps to balance that intuition with logic. This is a stone where if you are studying, if you're researching, if you're trying to put together all the pieces, if you're trying to do some like sleuthing or detective type work, this can be an incredible stone to work with. It really helps integrate all of the information you're getting from all the different sources and seeing the patterns that come from that and putting together a more holistic view of something. It's also excellent for finding errors. Like if you're in say like data sciences, this can be an incredible stone for you. But it also calms disputes. It's great for customer service work, and it's helpful for sleep, especially if your sleep is disturbed by intuitive and energetic things. So if you meditate and do energy work all day and then find it difficult to sleep, labradorite for sure. Okay, we've also got citrine. excuse me, all about manifesting the resources we need, talking about the root chakra as we just were. Citrine, this beautiful brown orangey kind of color, the awesome manifestation stone if you need financial resources, if you're looking, even if you're looking for a home, or if you're looking to improve your financial standing with your job or your career. This is an excellent stone to work with. It's another one too that helps balance intuition and the intellectual mind. So we'll bring some citrine in. Go ahead and place those in here. Citrine placed anywhere that you associate with finances. So like if you own a shop, you know, maybe like over by the cash registers, that kind of thing. If in your home, the back left corner, as you're walking in from the doorway, can be exceptionally helpful. But anywhere that you have like an altar or a place of prominence, this is a good one to call in. And smoky quartz, great for transmuting energy, so it doesn't just move it along, it actually helps to change it. It's highly protective, breaks through energy blocks, and as much as thousands of years ago was even thought to ward off theft. It was one of those things they used, including another thing to use as a protective herb is rosemary. Is back thousands of years, even, you know, in and around Europe especially, you would find folks growing rosemary in their doorways to ward off thieves. So yeah, smoky quartz. Awesome. Thank you, Korakar. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Susan, Greg's literary agent, we got that. And support for his hip surgery tomorrow. Rutilated quartz helps with speeding healing, but I also want to bring in some support for the bones. We've got some calcite, which helps a lot. But let's bring in some howlite. Excellent for bones, teeth, and hair as well. Also another one that can help us with Mars and Gemini energy, anger, frustration, those kinds of difficult emotions. This is thought to help with calcium absorption as well. But this is thought to be helpful for anything from osteoporosis, like me, but also dislocation of joints, healing from any kind of bone type surgery, fractures and things like that. And it can be great for like completing our studies, learning as well, stability, just physical stability, but also just stability in general. Anger and resentment are like two sides of the same emotion, and anger can be destabilizing. It has its place. There's a reason it's there. It motivates us to create change, but it can be really frustrating. This can help stabilize that too. So all the best to Greg tomorrow on his hip surgery. And inflammation, lapis, anxiety, I would say the green calcite would be really helpful for that. Thank you for being here, and all the best to you. Emily, we've got crystals for autoimmune flare-up, healing for children, family, and finances, and abundance. So we've got citrine for the abundance, autoimmune stuff, and children, family. Here we go. So for children and family, I've got some carnelian. This can be helpful for relationships, how we relate to each other, family dynamics, workspace dynamics. It's also great for things like sexuality and creativity. So yeah, definitely a great family stone. Family, workplaces. I know some folks are going back in person. Some folks are coming back home. As things shift at home, as people go back to school and things, dynamics shift. So carnelian is a good one to work with for that. And also for the autoimmune stuff and allergies, rhodonite. Absolutely rhodonite. We work with this one a lot here, usually for the relationship skills. This one is for like more romantic relationships, like particularly unrequited love, breakup, things like that. This can also be really helpful for, like I said, allergies, autoimmune, specifically the lungs as well. So it's one that I use a lot because I struggle with autoimmune stuff and allergies and things like that too. So it's one that I use often. It's also great for getting past like belittling emotions, including those we've internalized from childhood. And it helps to just balance the energy in the body, especially the rest and restorative energy with the action excitative energy. So problems sleeping because you just want to go, or problems like getting out of bed because you just want to sleep. This can be helpful for both sides of that. So all the best with that flare up. I hope that helps. And thank you for being here. And let's see what we're doing. Abundance, unexpected wealth. Absolutely, Korakar. Absolutely. Love bringing in that citrine. Yellow jasper, carawhite if I have it, and bloodstone. Cool. Good thinking. I've got bloodstone up. And let's see, we definitely do have yellow jasper. Future someone, welcome in. I don't know how I missed that earlier. Okay. Fluorite, jet. Hematite, chalcopyrite. So the chalcopyrite that I have, it's mostly clear quartz with some chalcopyrite in it. So here it is. This can help be our kind of centerpiece. Chalcopyrite can help a lot of things, but it especially helps disorganized mind. If you're struggling with things that come up with like ADHD, if somebody with autism spectrum is really struggling with the impact that it has on them, this can be a great stone to kind of lean on. But there's a lot that chalcopyrite can do. It really is great for helping to focus energy as well. And a lot of folks use it for depression too. Hematite helps with balancing the energy in a grounding way. It's physically heavy. It was also used, thousands of years ago throughout the world, but I've seen it used throughout Europe and even different places too. It was thought to help clean the blood. And so in Greece particularly, this was a really popular stone for that. So it's thought to be kind of detoxifying in like purifying, not only on the physical level, but really on the deep spiritual level. So yeah, hematite, it's physically heavy, so it definitely helps with grounding. Those feelings we get of like it being difficult to be present after, say, meditation or lots of spiritual work. We just don't seem to be very connected to physical reality. We're more connected to spiritual reality. That can be helpful to bring that balance back. jet is wood that's been fossilized through volcanic activity. It helps us to shift and change quickly, especially when that change is brought on by traumatic means, like a volcano. It's an excellent stone for grief, particularly like sudden, shocking grief. Sudden loss of someone you love and care about. This would be a stone I'd recommend. But yeah, it helps us to grieve the past as we transform into someone else by circumstances well beyond our own control. Let's see. I'll put you here and here. I like that energy there. Love working with jet. So yep, it's a type of fossilized wood. Fluorite helps not only with the teeth as it's fluoride, but it's exceptional for calming energy. Love the calming energy of fluorite. It's also an uplifting calm. It helps to kind of lift the mood while in a way kind of soothing the emotions. So absolutely love it. So that's good there. Sodalite as well. Sodalite helps with, I use it most frequently for balancing the energies of the throat, especially when we want to communicate. And this is not just even personal communication, like that would be more like a blue lace agate. This is good if you're going to be speaking at a college, university, to colleagues, if you're leading a meeting, whether it's on Zoom or, in sort of a space where you're leading a conversation or presenting to folks. This can help move that energy through so you can better communicate your subject matter, and it can be really excellent for letting go of things like stage fright. But it's also just great for physical stamina as well, and a sense of continuity as you move forward getting your work done. So Sodalite. I'm just going to put these guys out here. Thank you for being here, future someone. Good to see you. Oh, cool, Emily. I'm going to start, there's going to be a crystal sale in September, because it'll mark 14 years of teaching for me. So I'm going to do a 14% off sale for the first half of September. So know that. I'm so glad to see that you have another shelf for crystals, and thank you so much. Okay, let's see. All right. Just scrolling through. The bloodstone sounds just right. I know, right? It's like, who couldn't use that? Okay. Oh, your daughter's being transferred to a new hospital in Pittsburgh. Okay. Definitely lots of love to your daughter and to your twins. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Chalcopyrite, you know who has that for sale is Jennifer Vatsa. She's usually here. You probably know Jennifer from here. She's got a crystal shop as well, and she's a grad of mine, just more amazing people. She's got Chalcopyrite, and I think it's on sale. I don't have Chalcopyrite. So here's her shop. And she's on Etsy as well. So I just typed that into the chat for you. But yeah, check that out. She's also on Instagram and stuff, so you can find links to her shop there as well. And thank you, future someone. Yeah, 14 years of teaching. It's exciting. It's been so much has changed in the last 14 years. So I'm really excited. So it looks like we've got all of our requests covered. I think we do. I'm also going to bring in I know for Vincent, we have been working a little bit with chrysoprase, so I'm going to bring that in. This can be everything from overcoming disappointment to completing goals. So if you need some follow through on something that you're working on, if you feel discouraged, or if you just kind of get that like, oh, I'm never gonna see the end of this kind of vibes, like burnout to an extent too, this can be really, really helpful. It helps us to see the stuff that we've already completed and take some solace in that, and feel like help us to see how far we've come, not just how far we have to go. It can also be great for picking up the pieces after like a loss in your career or a career setback. So that's chrysoprase. Something for solar plexus and reflux, absolutely. I know we had a request for, let's see, yellow jasper that I forgot to add in. This helps empower and balance the solar plexus chakra, which is our center of personal identity and free will. This is everything from standing up for ourselves to making space for others, hearing boundaries as well as setting them. This can be a fantastic stone if we're working to hear what is our own guidance about what we want to do, not necessarily what everyone else wants us to do. So yeah, that's a great stone for solar plexus. And for, let's see if we can make some space for that in the center. And we've got for reflux, digestive calm from mookaite. And then I think we'll transition into the next part of our fun time. Mookaite can also help decision making, accepting change, which is a theme here, but it's great for calming down fiery digestion, things like reflux. So this is mookaite, also goes by Australia jasper. This is also one that folks use for an immune boost. So it's never a bad thing to have in this year of 2022. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your request, Heart. Good to see you. Oh, awesome, Korikar. Yeah, I don't know about 100% off when I turn 100. But we'll see what I can do. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, the logic sounds good, Korikar. I like it. We'll see what we can manage. Well, as it is, everybody gets a free stone when they make a purchase anyway, so there's that. But I'll definitely announce the crystal sale on our social media, but also on our email list. You can subscribe to my email list in a link in the description. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a couple of stones that I think can help support the energy that you all have brought today. You all will vote on it. And while you're voting, I'm going to briefly explain what Reiki is to those who are new, and then we're going to get into the healing. So give me just a moment, chat amongst yourselves. So I've got two to choose from. One I think is totally perfect for this, aquamarine. Not only is it good for like the teeth and the gums, and I think that's been like a theme, but also for forgiveness and deflecting pettiness and petty energy. And this Mars and Gemini energy can feel like pettiness is on the rise. So kind of like leaving that with the sender, not so much taking it on to yourself. This is aquamarine. It's also thought to be helpful for any fluids within the body. So anything from like gout to fluid retention, this can be really helpful for that. So yeah, so we've got aquamarine. And the other is blue kyanite. Radical self-acceptance. Any kind of neurological concerns, especially if it involves stroke, speech, and mobility. So it's good for the physical nerves in the body. So blue kyanite, radical self-acceptance, neurological stuff, nerve function, especially if it involves brain to speech or recovering from stroke. So there we go. So it's also excellent stone for if you're looking for intuitive guidance to be able to understand it and kind of translate it. So if you're having trouble taking your downloads and having them make sense, blue kyanite. So go ahead, vote for them. If you haven't already liked the stream, if you could consider doing so, that really helps the stream pop up for a lot more folks. I'm just going to briefly explain what Reiki is, and then we'll get into the healing. So as I mentioned at the top of the hour, I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. As we mentioned, I've been teaching Reiki for about 14 years. You can learn more about me, my one-on-one distance sessions, online Reiki classes, social media, Discord, crystal shop, all that good stuff in the description below. But Reiki, the style that I work with, is known as Usui Reiki. And it comes from the 1920s Japan. The concept at the foundation of what Reiki is, of just how energy works, is that we find in Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan. And this sees everything as being interconnected. This sees everyone and everything has a soul. All of those things have movement, flow, and interplay between all of them. And part of that is understanding these subtle forces that we don't quite see with the eyes, which is Reiki. Reiki is a specific energy. It's spiritually guided kind of life energy or soul energy. All of us have this energy flowing through us right now, and our body, mind, and spirit work with it all the time to support our greater well-being physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Essentially, what I'll be doing is connecting with this energy that, again, we all have access to, and directing more of it to each of you, allowing your body, mind, and spirit to continue doing what it does, but with a little bit more of a volume to work with, in a sense. You may set any intention you like, either at the beginning of the session or at any point during. Just bring your thought to mind and let it go. During the session, I just suggest that you get physically comfortable. You can sit up, lay down, move around. This is your time for you, so get comfortable in any way that feels right. Feel free to close your eyes. If you feel like you're going to fall asleep, awesome, enjoy. If you have somewhere you need to be and you want to set an alarm, that's cool, but I will also bring you back at the end. You'll hear my voice come in and invite you to take a deep breath. During the session, if you feel like your mind is racing, that's actually okay. If you're not sure if it's guidance, intuition, wisdom, or just a space to have some really fruitful thought, take a deep breath in and out, and that'll help you gently reset. That can also help if you get distracted in any way. You don't have to focus on anything during your session. You don't have to keep a silent mind. You can just be. I encourage you to enjoy this time any way that feels cozy to you. Move around, do whatever you need to feel comfy. At the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice welcome you back, invite you to take a few breaths, and I'll reopen the chat if you want to ask any questions or share any experiences. I'll absolutely be here. Because this energy goes through everyone and everything everywhere, it doesn't matter how far away you are from me in terms of miles or kilometers, or in terms of time. Yeah, time is a very real thing for us here in reality, in this physical reality. But in terms of Reiki energy, it's timeless. So it can go backwards and forwards in time with just as much ease. So if you're watching this in the future, hello from the past. I hope that you enjoy this session. And if you do have any questions that, if I'm, not here because you're not live, go ahead and leave them in the comments or reach out to me on social media and I'll do my best to help you out. If you want to know more about me, again, information in the description, or you can visit learnreikiphiladelphia.com. Thank you so much for being here, and let's get into the healing. Oh, last thing to mention, I will turn the music up if you want to learn about the artist. Her information is in the description. And if you, I will turn the lights down. So the lights will move gently and slowly through many different colors, but it will not flash or strobe. So thanks again for being here. Enjoy your session. So let's see which one the vote. There we go. Oh, you're having trouble on the Discord? Okay. Maybe I will make a video on using it. I'll see what I can do. If nothing else, I'll find some good videos and I'll make a list. But I'll work with that. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'll definitely work with it. Yeah. And I'll be on there more too. But thank you. And as far as who won the vote, both of these. Yeah, let's do that. Both stones. It never happens. It always happens. That's just the way it works here. So let's see how we're going to make some room for these guys. Let's do... let's do this. And then Kyanite. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. Yay, everybody wins. That's what we like here. So everybody go ahead, get comfy. I will be sending Reiki for the next 25 minutes, so that will bring us to about 10 minutes after the top of the hour. So if you're here live with me on the East Coast, that will be about 10 after 9. I'm going to go ahead and shift the lights. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all in 25 minutes. Enjoy your session. invite you now to take a deep breath. Slowly allow yourself to come back to the space that you're in. Open your eyes when you feel ready. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions or anything to share, feel free to go ahead and use the chat. You're welcome, welcome. And I just got some good news in. A friend of mine just had a baby, so yay! Happy day. It's absolutely okay if you barely had your eyes closed. It's okay if your eyes were open the whole time. Yep, any way that it feels right to enjoy it is the perfect way. Sometimes I close my eyes and kind of check out. Other times my eyes are lightly open and I might be just sort of thinking gently or even just sort of staring out the window or something. Yeah, wonderful news indeed. Yeah. And she's bigger than their firstborn, which is a good thing. Still small, but she'll be okay. Yay! Happy day. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you all so much. So I'll be here tomorrow, Friday at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. and Sunday at 8 p.m. Those of you who've studied Reiki with me, the grads and students Reiki shares, the first one is tonight from 6 to 8, and the next one is Sunday, 10 a.m. to noon. All these times are East Coast US. If you are one of my grads or students, I did send out an email this morning that has the Zoom information and the link. There will be open community shares online at some point, but for right now, it's just my grads and students, so I can kind of have it break up into different Zoom rooms and things. I'll have a slightly different format for everybody later. So let me know. You can email me if you have any questions. And like I said, there's information about me, my online classes, social media, Discord, all that good stuff in the description below. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I'm going to go ahead and end things here. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you back here soon. Bye for now.